bridging the gap between traditional finance and the digital asset space. The goal is to help you understand what's moving markets and educate you on how crypto is changing the financial landscape. Welcome to Wall Street Hodl. Welcome to another episode of Wall Street Hodl, where I break down the major projects in the digital asset space, as well as cover the macro factors moving traditional financial markets. Now, over the last few weeks, I've covered companies that are using the Algorand blockchain to revolutionize their respective industries, whether it's been lofty and fractionalized real estate, Control Alt in the alternative asset space, or TravelX in the airline industry. But today, I want to talk about how you can interact with applications on Algorand using the Pera wallet. But before we dive into it, if you enjoy the content today, please feel free to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me promote real-world use case blockchain projects. Also, if you have any projects that you'd like me to review, please drop a comment below. So let's talk about what Pera is. And Pera is essentially a self-custodial wallet where you can safely store your tokens and NFTs all in one place while minimizing third-party risk. Now, the phrase, "not your keys, not your coins," is famous in crypto. It's a solemn reminder to all that if you don't self-custody your assets, they really aren't your assets. They're owned by the exchange where you hold them. Now, what does it mean to self-custody? It truly means you are your own bank and you are responsible for the safekeeping of your assets and don't need to rely on third parties like an exchange. As we saw over the last year and a half, we saw the collapse of FTX, BlockFi, and Celsius. So taking custody of your assets is a way to protect your wealth from unsavory actors, not only in crypto, but also in the traditional finance space. Recently, the Algorand Foundation, in partnership with Borderless Capital, Arrington Capital, and DWF Labs, announced they will be investing in Pera to help the expansion of the Algorand ecosystem. So as you can see, Pera is a main component to how you can interact on the Algorand blockchain, as well as with all the amazing apps built on top of it. So next, let's talk about how you actually set up your own personal Pera wallet. And the first thing that you'll do is when you go to the main page here, you'll have to click Launch Pera Web or download the Pera mobile wallet. So launching the web app will launch it on your current desktop, whereas with launching Pera mobile, what you'll do is it'll launch a QR code, which you'll scan with your phone using the camera. It will take you directly to the App Store or the Google Play Store to download this to your phone. In addition, if you click Launch Pera Web, it will take you to create your passcode. Essentially, I would think of this as your login to your desktop. So what you'll do first is just create a passcode that you can easily remember. And then this will launch you to the home screen of your account. And if this is your first time using Pera, what you'll have to do is create a wallet. So you'll click Create an Account. You'll have to name your wallet. And then this is the most important piece, and I cannot emphasize this enough. You're creating a recovery phrase. Now with Pera, it's 25 words, and I highly recommend you write this down and securely store this phrase, because this is how you'll back up your wallet. So like we talked about self-custody earlier, this is how you take ownership of your assets. So let's say you lose your laptop where you have the application, or you lose your phone. As long as you have this 25-word phrase, you can re-download the app to any phone or relaunch it on another desktop. Put in this phrase and all of your assets will be back online. You'll have access to it. If you lose the recovery phrase and then you lose the phone or you lose access to the wallet, you can no longer get your assets. There is no one to unlock your account. And this is why I emphasize self-custody, because you are your own bank. There is no one to come save your assets if you lose this phrase, and you cannot back it up. So please store this safely. Now, once you've clicked I have backed it up, all you'll have to do is click the button. It'll tell you the account has been created. And voila, this is now your account. What I would recommend doing is clicking go to the account section. Now that we have the account created, we need to fund the wallet. And the easiest way to do this is click your wallet. It'll take you to this page where you can then copy the address. Once you have that copied and confirmed, you'll need to go to the exchange where your assets are held. So for example, I'll use Coinbase since it's one of the more common exchanges, but the premise is the same regardless of the exchange that you use. You will take the address associated with your wallet that we just copied. You'll go to the app for your exchange, and then you'll go to your Algorand wallet on the exchange application and click the send button. This will then take you to a page where it will open up your address book, and then this is where you will paste your Pera wallet address. Always confirm you've copied everything correctly. I recommend double checking this every time you do it. If everything looks good, I then recommend doing a test send. So send a very small amount of algo. If everything goes smoothly and everything looks correct, then you can transfer the rest of your assets into the wallet. Once everything is successfully transferred into Pera, the next phase of this is actually utilizing the applications on Algorand by connecting your Pera wallet to the application. So for today's example, what I'd like to do is use one of the most prominent applications, and that is Folks Finance. So Folks Finance is an application that allows you to lend, borrow, and trade all in one place. I'll be doing a deeper dive in another video about how to use Folks Finance, but for now, I just want to show you how you can easily connect your Pera wallet. So what you'll do is you'll go to the Folks Finance webpage and click Launch App. Once you've successfully launched it, you'll see here, this is the page where you can buy and sell your assets. You can put your assets up as collateral and borrow against them. You can also lend your assets and generate a yield on it, which is great. Once you're on this page, you'll notice in the upper right-hand corner a connect button. So you'll click connect, and you'll notice Pera is the top option. Click Pera. You can click launch the Pera web app. And then this is where you'll enter your passcode from earlier. You'll give it a moment to connect. Once everything looks good, you are now officially connected to Folks Finance. You can confirm it. You'll see your wallet address in the upper right corner. And once you've funded the wallet on Pera, you can successfully deposit assets if you want, trade assets, and again, use them as collateral. So you have plenty of options on Folks Finance. In closing, what I'd like to say is Pera is incredibly easy to use. It allows you to seamlessly connect with applications built on Algorand. It allows you to store your assets safely without the risks associated with leaving your assets on an exchange. Again, not your keys, not your coins. You know, especially with the announcement by the foundation and their other investment partners, I'm incredibly excited to see Pera open the doors to mass adoptions for the Algorand blockchain. And with that said, again, if you enjoyed the content today, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. If you have any questions about Pera, or if you have a project you'd like to see a how-to video on, please drop a comment. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will catch you in the next one.